In this video, we're going to consider how the devices help us with managing our driver behaviour and maximising efficiency.
So state of charge is really important if you're a fleet company, because you need to know that the vehicle is going to be able to complete its shift without running out of energy. So that's pretty critical that we have that. It also helps with planning as well, so routing and scheduling systems, being able to take data of individual drivers and their driving patterns and ensuring that the vehicle will actually complete its round without need to charge again on public or any other infrastructure today. So switching to electric is actually, whilst it has 4 wheels and doors and seats, it's a different experience for the driver, a completely different experience. Because you need to understand, hard acceleration, speeding has a dramatic effect on range, so therefore you might not get round to do your shift, and we've had examples of that in the past.
In the early days of operating electric, Milk & More quickly discovered that they weren't getting the miles per kilowatt hour out of these vehicles that they needed. With intervention from LEVL Telematics and the devices from Geotab, they were quickly able to establish that improving driver behaviour could move them from 1 mile per kilowatt hour to 3 miles per kilowatt hour, saving upwards of £1 million on the energy bill.
So other things that we do at LEVL, so to help the customers transition and also their complete fleet journey, because it's not always just about EV transition, it's about other things that they want to understand in their business, so fleet safety, for instance. So we work with a whole host of partners that integrate seamlessly into the one Geotab platform. So things like camera providers, so we can analyse accident information, if the drivers are smoking, eating in the vehicles they're driving, which also gives us good data back for the customer to make sure they are safe and that they've reduced their insurance premiums in the event of an accident.
Fundamentally now it's night and day, so we have a system not only from a sustainability perspective but also from a safety perspective, whereby we get to see the driver behaviours. We have a driver scorecard. We very quickly can identify the offending drivers, either from a risk perspective or from a sustainability perspective, and we're able to have those challenging conversations to correct behaviours.
It's fair to say then that the devices and the support that you're getting is helping you be sustainable today, perhaps reducing the emissions, the idling, but also improving safety, which of course if you're having less accidents then you require less parts and all that kind of stuff. So that's all got to be good for the message that you're putting out, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. So, we look at vehicles. We were running, more fuel-intensive vehicles from a specific part of the country,
right,
and then less fuel-intensive vehicles from a closer proximity to sites. Yeah. Quite simply, we switched vehicles around and we actually saved money overnight. We had individuals, employees crossing over each other, quite literally in diagonal sense. And then what we did was we just redeployed labour to specific sites and gave individuals jobs closer to their own home base. So we didn't have them travelling that bit further.
So it sounds like you've even been able to kind of bring a well-being kind of aspect to this whole management and change process.
Absolutely. So from a well-being perspective, that's obviously something high up in the agenda too.
Yeah.
We look at the hours that individuals operate and work on site and then travel in a van afterwards. And I suppose what we're looking to do is strike that balance and look at the individuals who are actually in control of these vehicles, the hours of work that they do, and then give them more appropriate rest time.
It allows them to be able to see everything that the driver is doing and that the vehicle is doing.
They know all the time that actually the range is not an issue. If
they can use that driver for other tasks,
yeah,
whereas if they were unaware, that removes him from the table.
So there you have it. Making vehicles efficient and improving driver behaviour still is paramount.